Good evening. This is Dominic with TheBackVlog. A little while ago, and I want to get this video ready to be shot because I'm literally about to read the final volume, so I don't want that to interrupt this discussion. But I recently, about a week or two ago, finished Volume 5 of Katsuhiro Otomo's masterpiece, Akira, and it obviously, with how late in the game we are and how apocalyptic, cataclysmic, and explosive this entire thing is, it's ramping up a lot. This volume, and the other ones, the other subsequent ones, gives so much context as to everything that's going on. We have Lady Miyako, first of all, and I've already talked about her character, like her role and everything, but she is such a massive part to this story. I guess I want to, not to talk about anything I've already talked about, just because of the main conflict of the fourth volume and the her introduction in the third volume. I think you have all those things. But in this volume, you also have her basically being a mentor to another very important keystone in the entire series, which I also don't believe was featured very heavily in the film. And that is Kei's relationship to the whole thing and her psychic abilities as well. I don't believe I don't remember any even implication of that in the film, that she was also one of the things that was going to go up against Tetsuo to stop him, because really the driving force of the film is Kaneda and his youthful aggression. And not to say that it's not here, but that is just a small piece of the entire conflict. And I think another reason is because of this entire faction thing going on with the great new Tokyo, or I guess Neo Tokyo Empire, whatever it's called, that is being led by Tetsuo and Akira, who is not even really in the film at all. Akira plays such a bigger part in this, despite the fact that he is kind of like a blank slate of a character, which they actually do explain in this volume why he is that way. But I think it's just really interesting to especially whenever the film's namesake is Akira and he's just not in it at all. He's only there as implication. It's so fascinating. We also have, if you've seen Akira, the film, one of its biggest impacts of it is the conclusion of it, where you have, in the third act, I guess the final act, whatever, you have Tetsuo basically turning into this giant flesh monster and absorbing metal and technology around him and everything, and just becoming into this blob of human flesh and scrap metal, and it's really grotesque. They actually explain that in this volume too, where I think, if I remember it correctly, the way that they explain that in the manga is that Tetsuo's power is becoming so huge and unharnessable that it's becoming too much for his physical body, and I think it's trying to absorb things around it to kind of compensate for the lack of mass that Tetsuo is, in order to really be able to harness his abilities, just because they're that powerful. I could be completely flubbing that, but yeah, it's insane. And I'm also interested to see where the conclusion is going to head, because now you do have you have Kaneda going after Tetsuo like you usually do, but then you have Kei also, who's technically, it's I guess her mission it's her destiny to go after Tetsuo, So that's also happening. You have the Great Tokyo Empire, I believe, about to attack Miyako again. And I don't know. I have no idea where this is going. It's all completely new to me. And I know I keep saying I really want to watch the film again, so I have it more fresh in my head. I probably won't watch that again anytime soon. It's really fascinating, just the differences between the manga and the film. Yeah, I wish I had more to say about this. I'm sure there's more to say about it. It's just incredible. Like it's so detailed, and the story is so rich. And we actually got more of an insight as to the greater global reaction to the Akira incident. And I think that's really interesting too. You have like Russian officials in here. You have American politicians, and like these teams of scientists of all different nationalities. And I think that's really fascinating too, because the film doesn't really delve much into the global nature of it either. And yeah, it just kind of makes this world feel more alive, which isn't necessarily a good thing, considering that hundreds of thousands of people have died in this. But yeah, that's Akira Part 5, subtitled K2, by Katsuhiro Otomo. This is fantastic. I heavily recommend this. But yeah, until next time, whenever I talk about the conclusion of this masterpiece, take care.